Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I thought I would show you some new Russian vocabulary for advanced intermediate and upper intermediate Russian learners. I apologize in advance if my pronunciation's not 100% accurate or like that of a native speaker, but I haven't seen a video like this, so I thought I would do it. And I'm going to have I've chosen the words based on the scandal around Mr. Putin's palace and the Navalny protests. So let's get going. Yeah. So the first word I've chosen is Novichok. Novichok, you may know as the chemical weapon that was used against the Skripals a few years ago in the UK, and it was also used on Navalny. I'm not even going to use the word allegedly because I think there's enough proof of that. So Novichok actually means newcomer in Russian. It means newcomer, and I think it's kind of ironic that they used it on a newcomer, Navalny himself. So Novichok means newcomer. Let's get to the next one. Yad. Yad is a very short word for Russian. Yad means poison. So yad is poison. Государство. Государство is state or the state, like not the state of things, the state in other words, like a government state. Государство. Правительство. Правительство. Let me just pause that. Yeah, правительство. I had to check where the accent went. Правительство. This means government. I didn't actually know that. I thought государство was government, but apparently that's the state, and правительство is a government. But I think the государство is used more common from what I've seen anyway. Виноват. Виноват means like a noun, guilty. Виноват. You're guilty. Ты виноват. Скрывать. Скрывать means to hide. Скрывать. You could say даже не скрывает. Даже не скрывает. Now, I'm not going to do the perfective imperfective because I don't have time for that. So you can look that up yourself, but скрывать, to hide. Удобно. Удобно means comfortable. Or I suppose you could consider it comfort in this sense because it's not удобный, it's удобно. So Putin lives in удобно, comfort. Наслаждаться. Наслаждаться means to enjoy. Наслаждаться. Наслаждаться. I think that's a good word. Yeah, наслаждаться. So I didn't know that until fairly recently. So to enjoy. Dvorец. I think you should know this by now. Dvorец means palace. Dvorец. Dvorец Putina means Putin's palace. Отрицать. Отрицать means to deny. To deny is отрицать. Защищать. Защищать is to protect. Защищать. Взятка. Взятка is bribe. A bribe. Взятка. Взяточник. Let me pause that. Sorry, it was взяточник. 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 So I haven't used this one before, so I only put that in here because it was related to взятка. What the more common one that I've seen people use is, and I'm skipping them here. Alright, I'll just do this one. Испорченный. Испорченный means spoiled or corrupt. Испорченный essentially means corrupt, but I think they also use it in the sense of spoiled. So you have взяточный. And then we've got коррупционер. Коррупционер is the word for a corrupt official. I don't even think we have a word for this in English. We would just use bribe taker, or to say someone is corrupt. But they have a word for actually calling someone corrupt, that they are коррупционер, which I think is interesting, or a corrupt official. Вор is thief. Vor, so when you hear people shouting out, Putin vor, Putin vor, Putin vor, it's Putin is a thief, Putin is a thief, Putin is a thief. Okay. Uvolen, I first saw this word very quickly watching the series Kitchen. And if you've seen the word kitchen, you've probably seen this word thrown around. Uvolen means fired, like you're fired, uvolen. Uvolen. That's like a past tense, like uvolen. Like you could have the the verb would be uvolit to fire someone. Bogati is rich. You probably already know that, but bogati. Bogatstva means wealth. Bogatstva. Now I've seen a couple words for protest. One's akция, and the other one's protesta. But I think akcja is more common from what I've seen anyway. And I've also seen people use the word meeting, like a meeting, but calling. It's a bit strange to see people calling it a meeting. I think, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's what I've seen. Hang on. Okay, this word proizvolny. Proizvolny I just learned a few days ago, and it means arbitrary. Proizvolny, and I've seen it used with the next couple of words. Proizvolny arrestovaj means to arrest, arrestovaj, and zadržania, like detention. And I think you can also see sadržaj and zadržaj. Like this is the noun detention, to be in detention. But they would say proizvolny zadržania or zadržania. Sorry. The next one would be stidna. Stidna means to be ashamed. Должен быть stidna. I like that. Stidna. I first learnt that on as well on the kitchen show Stidna, where Nastya said Stidna. Smushoni is ashamed. Oh, did I say ashamed? I meant embarrassed. If I said ashamed, I mean embarrassed. So Smushoni is embarrassed. Shmishoni is embarrassed. I'm not going to cut this video, so I'm just going to do it the way, without cutting it. Pazor, I heard people yelling this at a lot of the protests, and pazor means shame, like in the Game of Thrones, how they have the bell and they go shame, shame, shame. The noun, arbitrary noun, whatever. Abstract noun, I mean. Pazor, okay. Bolshinstvo is majority, so you could say bolshinstvo ljudi, majority of people. Zapugaj is, I learned this the other day as well. Zapugaj means to intimidate. And ugrozhad is to threaten. Ugrozhad. Hard to say. Pozvolyaj would be to allow. I only learnt this the other day as well. And razrishad is to permit. Razrishad, they're similar. And the last word I've chosen is yorshik. Yorshik is like a toilet brush, which is, it's kind of like, it's not a normal brush, it's like a toilet brush. So I hope that has helped you understand a few more Russian phrases and sentences. That's all I have for you today. Yeah, I think these words will definitely come in handy for you learning Russian. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you. Bye.